Good evening, my wonderful people. How are you doing? I trust you're doing fine. It's been a while. It's been a while. Yes, I was not able to make it last week, but I did, see the quiz that you guys did, and thank you so much. Thank you for those that took the time to participate. Thank you for doing, for not letting me down. And I will get back to you very, very soon. So thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Help us do what we do best. Help us, please spread the word. Help us to, call in the Calvary. We are live. We are here. And we are going to dive into, some interesting topic. February is the month of, celebration of love. And I just want to tap into that and let us reflect on this love. What is love actually? What does it mean? What should we expect from love? But before we go into that, January we dealt on the topic procrastination. For those that could not follow, I hope you can still get the video, the recording. Please take the time and listen to them because I think there are some valuable things there for us that we can all learn. We are always learning, and those things can help us. They can help us to learn one or two things. We dealt with the lack of vision, why we procrastinate because of the lack of vision. We dealt with sometimes also the the absence of time, the absence of the knowledge of importance of time, that we don't always understand what time is, and therefore because we don't understand what time is, we always miss it. We don't take time seriously, and that makes us also to procrastinate. Good evening, David. It's been a while. It's like this is the first time I'm seeing you since this new year. How are you doing? Happy New Year, by the way. We're already in February, but Happy New Year. How are you doing? You are welcome. Please help us do what we do best, help us to call in the Calvary. And tonight's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Good evening, patients. Wow, wow, wow. I am highly blessed this evening. I'm seeing some old faces. Good evening, Adeyemi, sorry. How are you all doing? You are welcome. Happy New Year, patients. Yes, Adeyemi also Happy New Year because this is the first time I'm seeing you guys. And Happy New Month as well. How are you all doing? It's been a while. I'm so happy to see you all. Thank you, patients. Thank you all. Help to, spread the word. We are live. It's going to be awesome. No, I'm really happy to see you all. Because since this year, I think I've not seen David, I've not seen you patients on the live stream. We thank God. I'm doing fine by His grace. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so, so much for tuning in. Wow. All right. Thank you for the wonderful job. Um, yes, yes, I'm really happy to see you all. Okay, so I was just giving a recap of what we did last month. Please, if you have not, or if you have not been following, just take a little time to go through the videos. I believe they are still available to help really to help us because they were really interesting topics. And hi, the hectic, yeah, I tell you. It's hectic everywhere, patients. But anyway, thank you for making out the time, to be here. And like I always say, I don't take your time for granted. I don't take anyone's time for granted because I know how important time is. We are all so, so, so under pressure. Whew, we are so much under pressure. And anyways, I just thank God for life, and I'm happy you are here. I'm happy you are all here. So last week, um, we dealt with, you know, procrastination. This week, good evening, Joy. How are you doing? Um, oh, you were watching from YouTube. Okay, how is the quality there? Thank you, Blessing. Good evening. How are you doing? Wow, Ademola, it's been a while. Nice to see you. Good evening. How are you doing? Thanks, thanks, thanks. I have to applaud all of you because like you are all in and on time. Well done. Awesome. Nice to see you all. Because today is going to be explosive. It's going to be awesome. Happy new month to you all. Happy new month to you also who are watching and not commenting. Happy new month to you too. Um so a quick recap of last month. It was the beginning of the year, and we set the tone. We were like, we are going to deal with something that is a plague to all of us, and that is procrastination. We all do it. We all have it one way or the other, and we need to recognize what makes us procrastinate, what makes us push things ahead of us, what is it. And the reasons is different for each and every one of us, and so I laid them down. I went through week, every week I came with some reason that can't be okay, patience, thank you. Some reasons that can't be um holding us back. So, some of the reasons I lay down are not having a clear vision, like not knowing, not understanding what you want, who you are, also not knowing your purpose. That kind of like can give us this anything goes attitude that we like, let's just push things ahead of us. Well, if I get it done today or not, it doesn't matter anyway, because there is no urgency of I need to do this. There is no understanding in that. So that makes some of us procrastinate. Another thing that makes us procrastinate is that we lack the understanding of time, what time actually is, what time means to us, the gift that time is, and that time is a currency that once you spend, you don't get it back. And so, because we lack that understanding, we spend time anyhow. And that makes us also to procrastinate because you're like, well, after all, I have tomorrow to get it done, right? So if I don't get it done today, I can still get it done tomorrow, or keep pushing it ahead of us. Another reason is fear. Fear can be such a it can block us, it can paralyze us. The fear of the unknown, the fear that it might fail. So the fear of failure as well, the fear of rejection. What if, because I want to do this, I lose this and that people? So all that make some of us just push things away, ahead of us, or never try at all because we fear what people might say. We fear losing A, B, or C benefit. We fear of even just failing, forgetting that failing to try is actually the fear. Good evening, Tessie. Happy new month and happy birthday once again. How are you doing? You're welcome. Happy, 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 blessed and favored birthday. May God bless you and may his light and his hand be upon you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah, so the fear of the unknown can make us not to take some certain risk or steps, because every step you take is a risk. And we are so comfortable in our comfort zone that we don't want to take any risk. We don't want to step out of the comfort zone. We are too good, even though we know where we are is not good enough or it's not where we are supposed to be. But because of the fear of the unknown, we will just stay where we are and remain there. So that makes us also push things ahead. Another thing I've realized also is working in the wrong gift. Working in the wrong gift because it doesn't come natural to you, because it's not something that you really love doing. You continue to push it ahead of you. Why? Because it's not your thing, but you have to get it done. So we continue to push it ahead of us. Good evening, Margaret. You're welcome. How are you doing? Nice to see you. We tend to push it ahead of us, because it's all a bit, it makes us uncomfortable. It's not natural to us. It's not something that we really want to, due to the lack of understanding. Maybe it's not a thing. We don't understand time. All those reasons make us to procrastinate. So just go through the list and find out in which category do you find yourself, like, because we all have one thing or the other that makes us, to push things ahead of us. Go through it and ask yourself, okay, where do I find myself and where do I need to work on? If you can identify those areas, then you can work on it, and that will help you not to procrastinate. The thing with procrastination is that it hinders our progress. Because one thing about time, which I will dive into deeper during this year when we deal with time management, we're going to deal with that coming months, not this month, but coming months. We will deal with time management. One thing with time is that, time is a currency. So if you understand, whatever you spend your time on is what you get back. You get back what you pay time with. So whatever you pay, the worth that you think, the value that you have for a thing, is that value that you will receive. Now, when we are buying things, we actually buy the value of what we think. That things are priced based on how we value them. And so gold is valued as very expensive, and we are willing to pay a lot for gold because we value it as that expensive. Yesterday, I was having with my children, we were discussing, and they were like, how come that, who even came up with these prices, this and this cost that, and um how come money is now like something that we can't do without? And then I told them, I said, well, even in the Bible says that money answers all things, right? But it's the love for money that is a problem. Now, It was not the intent for us to be using money per se, but we as human beings decided one way along the way that we are going to use money, because it started first with what? Exchange. Exchange of things. You have this, I don't have it. I I have what you have. I mean, I have what you want, you have what I want. So let's exchange. So that's how it started. It started with, let's just exchange. I have chicken, eggs. You want eggs to bake. I don't have flour. So here's eggs. Give me flour. And so things were done through exchange. And then they went further with using, pearls as a paying method for very, very things that they think are very difficult to come by. So they then started using pearl or spices, because those time, it was not easy to come across some certain spices. So they started using those kind of things to say, okay, if you want to get this, then you need to use this, depending on the weighing system that they were using. And then they invented coin. And so they were like, yeah, but how? Who started using it? I said, well, that is very interesting. But, to go back to history to understand all that, why they started developing using copper coin as the paying method. And so it became easy during opening of market. Exactly. Trade by barter, Tessie. Thank you very much. But when now they started discovering more places, and so trade became now the, yeah, something that is done more often. It's not just trade by barter. You have this and I want that, but it's like, we need this in this large quantity, and so you don't have what I need, or you cannot afford in that large quantity what I need. So let's look for a payment method, and then they develop coins as the answer. Okay, this coin, this shekel, this, that is this value. And that's how it started. And so now everywhere we use currency, money, as payment method. And every country has their own currency. Before, it was, this coin is from this place based on the king that was printed on the coin. So that's how payment method started, and we now use money. The same thing that money is for us, that's how time also is. Time is a currency. If we have the understanding of the time, it will help us in many ways. It will help us not to not to waste it anyhow, and not also to spend it on unnecessary things, because we can be busy in things that we think are helping us, but we are actually not progressing. We are actually not advancing. And because we are so busy, and because we are doing a lot of things, we think, oh, yes, it's good. But busyness is not the parameter for progress. Neither is it the parameter for advancement. And so we might see a lot of progress around us. Maybe you get this, you're getting that, but you are not as a person growing. You are not as a person developing. You are not advancing. So that also is a cost. It's a cost that we need to think and see, okay, how is it affecting us, and how, if you weigh it, is it worth it? Because if you are able to progress, if you are able not only to progress but to advance, how much more are you then going to gain or do? You understand? um what is going to be the impact that you can do when you're able to advance? Because that's the whole thing. What is going to be the impact that you can do? Anyways, this evening I want to talk. So we've dealt with procrastination last month, and this month, the month of February, is the month of love, according to what some people have made it to be. So everywhere, especially we in the Western world, we are seeing decorations of, love, heart, all over around us. It's like one season finish, the other start. So now is the season of love. So there are hearts everywhere. And I really want to talk about, is it from my side? Is it my network that is disturbing? Imo Joseph, you say network is disturbing. Is it from me? Network, please behave. Oh, can you all hear me? Hey, yeah, please, network, work. All right. So love is everywhere. We are seeing love, 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 love. Hello, favorite Peter Kalu. How are you? That's the first time. How are you doing? Nice to see you. General network problem. Yes, I can see your comments, Joy. I can see all of you, your comments. All right. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much, favorite Peter. Which one do you prefer for me to use? Peter or favorite or I always ask so that I am sure to use the name that you prefer. Okay. So I want to talk about love. What is love? And I want to take it, step by step, because when we talk about love, automatically people are thinking, oh yes, it's the um how should I put it? The romantic love. Hmm. But is the romantic love that love that we are supposed to have? Is the romantic love, is it just that? Is love only um is love only just that? So we are going to talk about that. We are going to talk love. And okay, Madam Teacher, no problem. I hear you. I hear you. But I know you are Madam Teacher. I know that. I was actually referring to favorite Peter. I wanted to know what his how he want me to address him, favorite or Peter or Kalu. That's what I wanted to know. So, Madam Teacher, I know you. So, hey, yeah. So we are talking about love, and I want to discuss in details. What is this love? Each time we are talking about love, love, and all these places we are seeing on the screen. Um, sorry, I want to add. I want to see if I can add. So what is this love? Can you just tell me in your own terms what love is to you before we dive in, before I bring my special guest? Um, don't worry, Madam Teacher, I know it is well. Um, can you just tell me in your own words, because we all have this notion called love. We have it as children, as babies, whatsoever. We have this thing in us. It's inbuilt. There are emotions that are inbuilt in us, and love is such. But love is far more than emotion, for me, anyways. But I want to know from you people what you think what love is, while I try to bring my special guest on. Okay. Okay. Hey, I hope this network will work. Oh, please work. Love is an emotional feeling one has for another. Okay. That's what Madam Teacher said. Love is an emotional feeling one has for another. Okay. Tessie says, love is the special feelings you have for someone or something. A special feeling you have for someone or something. Emo Joseph say, love is an affection shown to others. An affection, feeling. Okay. All right. Let me see. Can I bring my guest? Hmm. So love is an affection. Sorry, an affection. Love is the special feelings you have for someone. All very good. Can I have some more definitions, please? What is love to you? What is love? Good evening, Adeyemi. How are you doing? You're welcome. Ha! Wow. So, what is love to you? Please, can you let me know what is love? Hmm. Hi, 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 hi. My special guest is here. My special guest is here, and my screen is just not working. So, love can mean a lot of things. Like you said love is an affection shown to others. It's an emotional feeling. Tessie says love encompasses a range of strong and positive emotional and mental assets. Absolutely. Um, thank you. In my book, I say love is really just what Tessie said here. It's an emotional, like it encompasses a whole lot. And for me, the it's kind of, how should I say, it's like a foundation. It's like a foundation. Love is like a foundation, on which other emotions, positive emotions, are built. Now, when we talk about having a strong emotional feelings or affection for someone, can we break it down to what do we mean by that? If having a very strong affection or emotional feelings for someone, can we break it down? Can you break it down for me? What is that? Okay. Love, and this is not working. Love goes deeper than, to me, it goes deeper than just an affection. It goes deeper than just um than emotions. Like I said, it's the foundation. Why do I say that? I think last year I also dealt with love, and I said love is a condition. Love is a condition, and it's, in a way, it's the basic condition that we need, um, from which every other thing, starts, develops. It's the same thing. Um, it's the same thing like trust. That first, trust has to be there before we can do any other. Trust has to be there before we can move. Trust has to be there before we can, you know, it's it's a condition. So if we want, um since it's a condition and it's just something that it has to be there in any relationship whatsoever. And I'm not talking about romantic relationship, but in every relationship, be it the relationship between you and your neighbor, between you and your brother, sister, between you and your parents, you love has to be there. But most of the time, our understanding of what love is can make us either appreciate that relationship and build it stronger, or deteriorate it because we think there is, due to what we consider as lack of love. So, based on how we understand what love is, we will, yeah, we will appreciate it or we will not appreciate it. And I really wanted my guest, to show, to shine light, to help us to discuss this better, but I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on. Now I get it. All right, so my guest is in the house. Please make welcome Unstoppable Sunshine, who is in the house with me. Hello, Ma.
Hello.
Oh
what
my goodness. Ay, ay,
what
ay.
what was the problem with this switch?
I'm like, I've been pressing everywhere. Like, come on, come on.
Oh my god. I've logged out, came in again, logged out.
Ay,
I
ay,
said
ay, ay,
I said,
ay.
what's happening here?
This thing has really dealt with me today. It is
Yeah.
well. You are
Sometimes
welcome.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening, good evening. So
Hello,
Unstoppable
Becomers. How are
Sunshine is in
you?
the house.
Hello, Becomers. How are you doing?
Can you see? Can you hear?
Yeah, I can see you very well and I can hear you very well.
Yeah, I'm asking our guests,
Okay,
I'm
the
asking our
audience.
viewers if they can see and hear
Can you
us.
see? Can you see me? Are you seeing me? What a feel.
Okay. Jessie says, good evening, Ma. Hello. Network, please. Work, 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 work.
Oops.
All right. So we can
So
see you,
can
Unstoppable
they hear me?
Sunshine.
Okay. Okay. Uh, so what love are we talking about? What I feel wrong with the love?
Well, love is, we have different notion of what is love.
Yeah, yeah,
And
very true.
everyone has their own understanding based on how they've been brought up, based on how love was shown to them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, thank you so much. Wow, Ken, it's been a while. How are you doing? So yeah, it's been people have this notion, people have understanding of what love is to them, based on what they've been brought, what they've been taught about
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
And I
very
have this feeling that most of the time, because maybe we have a wrong understanding of what love is, we also show it differently or we expect it differently.
yeah. Especially with the expectation.
Exactly. So I want us just to try and understand or clarify or maybe give some few how people can or understand or misunderstand what this love is. And
Mm-hmm.
it's love, it's broad. It can be love for parents. Sometimes there was one I was reading one comment about one lady that said, "Oh, my parent did not love me because they did not do this for me or do that for me." And initially I was kind of like, okay, but then if you go really through the story, it was more of material things that the person did not get. And based on that, her conclusion is my parents did not love me. And so to me, I started thinking like, well, is this how we measure love? Is this how we should measure love? Based on the material things that we can get or the lack of it?
Mm. Good
Good
question.
evening.
Should I talk?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, everybody, what I feel one way. I'm now on Jamaica level these days. I'm going all the way to Jamaica. Actually, like you said, this love is so complicated. There are a lot of misinterpretation. It means something different for everyone. You know,
Mm,
like when we're growing up, when my mother goes to the market and she buys things for me, I feel okay that I'm loved. For my mom to think about buying something for me, you know,
mm,
and the person they didn't buy for we feels unloved. Oh,
mm-hmm,
why are they only buying for this person? But actually most times it's because I've worked for it, because I like
mm-hmm,
to help her a lot. So she feels like the way I'm helping her, to appreciate me, she also have to give me one gift or the other.
mm-hmm,
So as I started growing up, I started reading other different meaning into love.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, it's no longer that because they gifted me, that means the person loves me. Like
mm-hmm.
I've grown more than that level
Yeah.
to know that gifting doesn't really show that is a kind of love and appreciation. But some
Mm-hmm,
people can also gift out of eye service.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people
Exactly.
can buy something that they cannot even afford, but just to show that uh like
Just to please the other.
yeah, that just to please others, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So as we grow in life, we begin to see different kinds of what we think is love. So it means a lot of things to other people. And some people, there are people you really love inside, like they're in your heart, but you don't have time to reach out to them.
Mm-hmm.
But them on their side will be saying, oh, this person doesn't care about me. But inside you, they are the ones you care most about.
Yes.
But they don't know it
Yes.
because nobody can see what is in your heart. So, and some people now start taking it to the extreme. Those ones are the ones, the one I call the crazy love something. You know, I was talking with somebody about a few months ago, like last year,
Yeah.
and she was being abused
Mm.
in her marriage. So I was telling her that every time you're always having all these patches and you are sending me videos, why are you not at least take a little break?
Yeah.
So both of you can analyze and see if there's something that can be fixed. She said she cannot do without the man.
Oh.
Yeah, that she cannot do without the man. She know that the man is abusing her, but she cannot do without the man. But instead of her to leave for the man to enjoy another woman, she will kukuma buy everybody together.
Uh-uh.
So you see that as far as she's concerned, the man belongs to her. You know, this
Even with the abuse and everything, for
even
her,
with the
that's
abuse, he said that the man belongs to her and the man has no right to be with another woman.
really,
You see this kind of mentality that you
that's
own
serious.
person, you know, especially when you are married. The man belongs to the man belongs to the
Mm.
woman. But sometimes they belong like onion. Like, yes, what does this belong really mean? Does it mean that my life must go into it? Is that what the belong means? Because people are interpreting it different ways.
Yeah.
So when she said that, I was scared.
Mm.
So I asked her, is there nobody around you that I can talk to? Because at that level she is, she's ready to buy everybody, you know.
But that's the thing. That's the whole thing. Is this love? Is that the sign of
Is that
love?
exactly? So some people, this sometimes the entitlement mentality
Mm.
plays a very bad role when it comes to this love.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the fear, like fear of being left alone, and they don't want to be left alone. So they are pushing it like it becomes by fire, by force approach.
Oh my goodness, this by fire by force love. See,
And
one thing I've come to know that if someone does not love you, no matter what you do, no matter what, if you like it, put your neck there for them to cut, they'll gladly cut it and move on. So if
exactly,
someone does not love you, don't force yourself.
exactly,
Don't
exactly.
force yourself on them.
And
I'm
there are
sorry, let me
some,
greet a few people. Good evening, Sister Amanda. Good evening, Patience. You're welcome. Good evening, Destiny. All of you, good evening. You're all welcome. God bless you. Tega Jonathan, good evening. You're welcome.
what is Tega doing here? Tega, are you not supposed to be making designs?
You're welcome. So,
So
yes.
yeah, aside from the by fire by force, there's also this group
Mm.
that feel that they have to sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice just for for them to show that love.
Yeah, but for me, that those group are more like, you know, they are those ones I consider having the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Those
But
ones that
yeah, but they don't accept it. They don't know that that thing they are practicing is fear, not love.
yes, yes.
Not fair. But let me even ask you, become, what
Mhm.
to you, what do you think is love?
To me, like I said, you see,
From
love,
from different perspectives.
yes,
Yeah, what do
yes,
you think is love?
yes. To me, I see love actually as, while growing up, let me take it from, like, you took it. Let me, while growing up, I went through quite some rough seasons,
Mm,
and so I started developing this fantasy of love. And this fantasy of love was where everything was just so good. There was no pain, no. Everyone was so nice and kind. And, there was just, it was so awesome.
yeah.
So it was a sharp contrast to what I was facing and feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the ideal world to me, like the world that everyone would just be treating you good,
Yeah.
everyone would just be nice to you. Like, why are they not nice to you? Everyone should just be nice,
Nice. Yes.
just treat me nice. And so that fantasy love, notion of love, kept me kind of like being hungry for that kind of love. And so whatever was going on around me was, because of that, you don't really see even when you are being loved, because you have created this other world of love. So you don't really see it like, oh, actually I'm being loved where I am, or I'm okay. I was not seeing it until I started becoming, what I call aware of yourself and reflecting deeply. Let's come to the love of parents.
Yeah.
I grew up, I had my mother, but then not, it was kind of like on and off, on and off. And so I felt somehow like I wasn't loved. And so there were a lot of things going on that I felt like, it's not, well, maybe, but it's not, due to the fantasy
Yeah.
world that of
You've
love
already
that I have
projected it.
built around me, like that is not.
Yeah.
That is not the kind of love that a mother should have. And then you yourself, you become a mother and you realize, hey, that was love. But the way that the love was expressed is the way that, like I said, how you are brought up. What you have is what you give.
Exactly.
What you know is what you will now what also show. So from the point of view that she was brought up, she was really showing that love. But because I have come to build, and also with what is going on with the fames and so forth, you build this complete notion of what love's supposed to be, and then you start to project that if it is not that, that is not love. So
Mm-hmm.
you kind of reduce love to some dream.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's a reduction. And
Very true.
then where I am now in my understanding of what love is that love is actually unconditional. Love is something that we don't negotiate for.
Mm-mm.
You shouldn't be in a position that you have to negotiate. You have to do something before you are loved. You have to exchange something before you are loved. You have to, it is non negotiable. It is something that is just there, period. And then you build on. And what the emotional aspect, what we say affection and stuff like that, those are moments of flaring up, I call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because one mistake people do is, especially when it comes to relational, romantic
Yeah.
love, they mistake being in love with love. Now, being in love is at that flaring moment, that romantic butterfly, whatsoever they want to call it.
Butterflies in my stomach.
I don't know, but whatever they want to call it, good evening. Adetunje, you're welcome. Good evening, sir.
Butterflies in my stomach.
It's seriously, the honest truth is, it's what I call, it's a moment. It's a
Exactly.
moment of flare. It will disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And when it disappears, what remains is what supposed to be love.
Yeah.
And it's not something you should negotiate. Now you start appreciating people more. And love is something that does what? It grows. The more you get to know each other, the more you also start to what? Appreciate each other, and the more the love grows. That means the deeper the trust is. Come to getting back to using my mother as an example. I am now in a position, though a lot, but I am now in a position to understand some things better, and to see the love that she had that I was misunderstanding.
Mm.
The love that, and a lot of us, we have that as well, that we misunderstand the love of our parents, thinking it's not love. And sometimes, yes, there is absolutely no love. Don't get me wrong.
Of
But,
course.
but due to this fantasy world of how we've reduced love to be like this flaring of emotions. So if it's not there, you feel like, but I did not feel this. This thing did not bubble in my. It was not bubbling. you know.
That, that one is the one we call love for 120.
I mean, but so love to me, to just sum it up, love to me is just the foundation. It's non-negotiable. It's not something you
That's just
negotiate.
the right word, non-negotiable.
You
You,
don't negotiate it.
yeah,
It's
you don't
just,
negotiate for
you
it.
have it, it is there, and it grows. Good evening, Job. You're welcome. You're welcome all. And it grows. It shouldn't be something that you have to earn.
No.
Whenever you need to earn your love, like you said, when your mother goes out, she buys something for you, you felt it like it's something that you've earned because you're helping her. Now, the gift might be something that you've earned, but the love should not be something that you've earned. She should just love because you are her
It has
daughter.
to come naturally.
Exactly. So whenever it is something that you have to force to do or give, then it's not love.
Exactly. Exactly.
Then it's not
If
love.
it's expensive, then it's not love. If I have to pay for it, then it's not love.
No, you can show love in different ways, but it's not that because it's someone bought something so expensive for you that it is a sign of love. No.
Uh, yeah, because some people, like for me, naturally, little things are just enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really somebody that is looking for somebody to give me one big gift or all that. Like somebody, I'm I'm sick and somebody checking on me like every day until the person is sure that I'm well.
Mm,
That alone is a lot of love. I
mm,
need something, I send a message, please, can you help me with this?
mm-hmm.
Person is busy with what they are doing, but they still create that time for
Exactly.
you. That
Exactly.
love is enough for me.
Exactly.
So you don't really have, I always say that nobody needs to give me anything.
Mm,
The fact that somebody's checking on me, and the other time I was on TikTok, I was telling them about a message somebody sent to me, and the person was telling me, Unstoppable Sunshine, because I haven't been doing live stream for a while, you know.
yeah.
Now, I don't need to explain that. You understand the reason.
I understand.
Yeah. So she now sent me that message. So, Unstoppable Sunshine, I know you always complain that you are a bad dancer, you don't know how to dance, but I've been missing your dance. Anytime I see you dance, I'm happy. You know,
Yes.
that's like, oh my God, I was like, this is my unorganized dance. Somebody, somebody is happy about it.
Of course, now it brings that person joy.
Yeah. He said, oh, so, please try to come back to the live stream. Please, please, please. I said, okay, I will try to see. But now. Yeah. So little things, because for me, these people are paying attention. Like sometimes it's time for me to take my medicine. I don't remember.
Mm.
And my husband comes and say, or sometimes it's time for you to take your medicine.
Oh,
And
that's
sometimes,
not care.
yeah,
Love is
sometimes
just care. Love is
he
like
will,
it's just
yeah,
care.
boil meat. He will slice onion, pepper, put on love because he knows
Oh,
I like it. He will bring it to me. and say, test it and see, just for you to calm yourself down.
Yes.
All those things,
Yeah.
make me feel very loved,
Yes.
very, very, very
Yes.
loved. So,
Absolutely.
but some people feel that their love should be attached to a gift. The
Mm.
bigger gift you give to them, that's the size of your love. And
That is so,
yeah, that's
so
so
it's
wrong. That's
for
so
me,
wrong.
it's just the wrong approach of love because you miss out on so, so, so much.
Exactly. And now the Valentine's around the corner, and everybody's making a lot of plans. For them, love is
That's
just for
why I
us to
brought
go.
this topic.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let's deal with this before
For,
Valentine
for
because
us to go to a good hotel
uh-huh.
and see, if after you see Christmas, many people they carry belle come, or we see they deal with that one.
Oh my goodness.
Now
The
that
carry belly come.
one, now that one I will see they deal with too. Don't come and add the Valentine on.
Abi.
Please. You must not spend it alone with lover or other. You can spend Valentine with your children and your husband and your whole family, with your sister, with your brother, with your friends. There are many ways to spend the Valentine. You can go to the motherless baby home. You can go to orphanage. Like, there are a lot of ways.
Exactly.
You can feed people on the street. That is Valentine. You don't have to be in
That
the
is
hotel.
showing the true love, to be
I'm
honest.
announcing it now. You don't have to go to a hotel. Oh. It's not that how many hours the guy was on top of you shows how much he loves you.
Oh
I beg.
my god.
No go there, the
Eh,
hammer, they shout
unstoppable
harder.
sunshine.
Don't be shouting harder, and you come here. We are left with we have enough on our decks. You know why I said this? Somebody, I just hope that she's watching because I see that this thing is also streaming on my page.
Really?
Somebody sent
Ah,
me
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know how this thing happened.
I
This is
have no
magic.
idea.
Yeah, I don't have the idea. So he now sent me a message. He now told me on some session, I'm planning a dinner, a surprise dinner for my boyfriend, this and that.
Uh-huh.
She said all the this thing. And I now said, since that I've known you, have you planned dinner for me?
Madam teacher, don't worry. We'll be your Valentine. Don't worry, bring them. Adetunye says, I don't know the two of you know each other. We
what
know.
what is she saying?
No. Adetunye said, I don't know you to know each other.
Ha! We not only know each other. In fact, we are also Valentines. So I now asked her, I
Mm.
said, when last did you send something to your mother?
He said some will collect infection for
I said, when last did you send something to your mother? He said, it
Mm.
has been long, that she doesn't have enough to share with the mother. I said, but you have enough to go and arrange. You are telling me all the dinner you want to arrange with
No,
your
no, 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 no,
boyfriend.
no, no, no. That
I said,
exactly. That's
I
we
said you are missing it.
yes,
Like, you are missing it.
absolutely.
And do you know the reason why I told her she's missing it? Because she also told me that she feel that the guy has been cheating on her because she's not giving enough time to the boy. Huh? Then
Okay.
I asked her, when last did you take care of your own mother? I said, so the guy has already started cheating. I said, that's a red flag. Oh. Now you want to work and save money to take him out to dinner to please somebody that have been cheating on you. Are you for real?
Yes.
I said, why not use the money and do a giveaway on my platform? You see, my fans, they will be very happy that you did giveaway for them. He
But
said,
it's
am
true. The honest truth is that a lot of people have missed it. They've missed it. And I think also media and other this thing is
oh
not
my
is
God.
not helping. And we need to get back. That's why I really want to deal with this. We need to get back to the core of things. We need to get
Exactly.
the value. What is it? What is the value of love? Love is not something,
What
it's
does it mean?
you don't just throw it, and people always say, I love you, very small thing, I love you. Don't throw it out there anyhow. And you don't also buy love. You don't sell love. It's not something that you just go and give it like I'm giving my love. No.
Yeah, but
Before
that it be okay. As you're talking, somebody told me at the background that that love we're talking about now is the analog love. That now the AI love, you need to spend money.
I mean, but even in the spending money, it's still not love. See, the thing with love, like you are a mother, I am a mother.
Yeah,
We have we you know you you love your children unconditionally. You love them. It's something that is just natural. And I have come to appreciate each and every one of them, in their own unique way.
exactly,
And
exactly.
one thing I think why I want us to address this thing that we call love, and also on in all the degrees or the levels or whatsoever that it will come, be it with parents, children, romantic relationship, we need to understand this. When you were talking, you said you thought, or someone else might think, because your mother is buying things for you, your mother loves you more. Now, some parents have reduced love to just that.
Yeah, very true.
They've reduced love to that, oh, I love my child. How do I show it? By buying things.
Even parents too, when children don't give them something, they feel that the child doesn't love them.
Exactly. So, because that is what they've reduced this thing to,
Yeah,
it's very difficult to show them love in a different way, because every other way, no, it's not enough. Now, a child that has been, is used to receiving things in the name of love will always want to be getting things from whether the wife or husband or whatsoever, because that is what they've been taught. That is love. If you love someone, you buy things for them, which is so wrong. And that is what is happening a lot nowadays. That because people are so busy working, they don't have that much time for their children. So what do?
they
Now,
buy.
before you buy gifts of, you buy toys for children. Now they buy iPads. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
is that? I'm like,
I
serious?
saw a child that is just 12 years using iPhone 16. Fear no even let me go buy iPhone. Hey, phone where fear no let me buy. And the mother is using an Android. Oh, that's even
Then,
the
like,
and I was
imagine.
asking her, so why are you giving a 12-year-old child iPhone 15 for what? For what exactly? Say that he likes to play. There are a lot of more cartoons. She just gave me some
It
excuses
doesn't make
that
sense.
doesn't
It
make sense.
doesn't make sense. So we've
Huh?
replaced love
A
to
12-year-old
material
child,
things.
12
Yeah.
year old. Oh. So when he's 18, you will go and rob a bank, so that
Exactly.
and buy a
So
gift.
if that child at 18 or even 15 is not getting more than that, will say, my
That
mother don't love me, my
because
father don't love
you're
me.
setting a standard that is going to choke you.
Truly. You understand? So that is something that I've seen is causing a misconception
Yeah, a
of
big
what
one.
love is.
A big
And
one.
it's causing a whole lot of problem in all kinds of relationships. And if we don't get it right, like someone point out, we should teach the youth, but we should first teach ourselves. We should first
But
learn and
but
understand
but
before we
let me
can
tell
teach
you,
the youth.
when I tell you, let me tell you one thing. The fact is that the youths of these days feel that they know more than you. So how can
Yeah.
you teach somebody that knows more than you? That's the problem. Are they ready to learn? Eh,
Well, I think the youths are ready to learn
How many
if they
youths?
see,
How many youths?
no, ma, honestly, if they see good examples in the adults around them. The problem is how many adults around them are giving the good examples.
Is the adult? The adult used to be a youth, right?
That's the problem. That's the problem. You know? So I honestly think, okay, let's not say the youth of 18 and so forth. No, but the lower ones, the ones that are coming up, we can still teach them. We can teach them what love is, and we can teach them the essence of love. We can teach them how, all these things. Not because you are getting gift, that necessarily is a sign of love. Yes, if you love someone, you
Yeah,
can buy them
you
gift.
can
You
give,
can buy them gift.
but
But
not
that
yeah. It's something that you just do naturally. It's
Madam teacher said yes, so some youth, not all. Yeah, some adults, honestly, some adults don't even want you. Indeed, like she says, some adults don't want you to correct their children because they'll tell you it's my
Yes,
child.
yes, I'm telling you. And the
It's
peer
my child.
pressure there, the peer pressure there is too,
Yes,
is too much.
yes.
It's too much. So when you are talking, it's like you're a lonely voice in the wilderness.
Mm,
So to them, they will look at you. You're the only one talking. A lot of people are saying this or that one, the opposite of what you're saying. Then you are the one that is not normal. I
mm,
think, yeah, because they believe that majority carries the vote.
mm. And
So
somehow, yeah, I know. Especially, I think, yeah, in this our time, the time that we live in, this social media time, and where love is actually like fast food, must be fast, fast.
yeah,
Fast
exactly.
connection, fast this. If the connection is not there, let's no, we are out. If it feels like, everything is so superficial, there is nothing deep.
Yeah.
But love requires you to go deep.
And that's why we are seeing all these heartbreaks and a lot of things. So a lot of things are going on. This past January, a lot of things were just happening on social media. People
Yeah,
who want people to and buy them just
yeah,
because they
yeah.
feel they cheated. They do the if it's not working, then leave it.
I don't understand.
This idea that if because some people are loving and the other person is not in love with them,
Hmm.
and they feel that, oh, if you're not in love with me, then you don't have the right to leave. Who is giving you that kind of power over another person? Not be say feeling from inside. Somebody must feel it, and if they're not feeling it for you, then you want to buy the person because yeah, it's a lot.
This one thing also is, this with this thing with these feelings, that we also need to be very careful.
Yeah, feeling is also very deceitful.
Very deceitful because it can change.
Yeah, it's very deceitful.
It can change at
Very-
any time.
And
So
then
if you are basing your love, that's why I say love is more than emotions to me. It's really, it's the condition, the very, if you're basing your love for someone based on feelings, my dear sister, what if, okay, what happens then when you get angry?
it will turn to then go feel it. Go
Because
run it
the
down.
fact that I love you does not mean I'll not get angry. It's normal. That's the whole
No,
thing. It's
no.
normal for us to have misunderstandings. It's
Because
normal for us
it's
to
only
love.
someone that loves you that can correct you. That's true.
Exactly. But
And
nowadays, that is even not there. You cannot, if you love someone, you shouldn't correct them, which is so wrong.
you should just keep quiet. You should just keep quiet. And it's in fact, where are we going to even start for this love topic? Is not one day topic. Oh.
No, that's why I said this whole month. It's not one day topic. We
Yeah,
are taking it this whole month because our time is fast spent now. I see it.
yeah,
So Job said, okay, talking about the adult for me, that's okay, but you see, it takes an idea to solve the problem. So it has to be an adult that is well oriented. Exactly, exactly, exactly. It first starts with us. It starts with us having the right understanding of what this love is to be able to pass it on.
yeah,
Because if we don't understand it ourselves or know what it is, we will miss it. And for me, the way I see it is, I see it how God so loves us, that how he loves us, how he sees us. it's
that he
it's just
gave.
a condition that for him, he loves us so much that he's willing and is able to go so far as giving us his only son. To me, that love is unparalleled. It's not something we bargained for.
Mm-mm.
He chose it and said, this is what I have for you. And still, yes, we
No matter
still
what you do, anytime you come back, he welcomes you.
thank you. And we still don't respect it. We still don't appreciate it. But I believe it's because we lack, because of our
Understand?
reasoning of thinking of what love should be, because we've put in it based on conditions, we
Yeah.
can't comprehend this love and understand it very well. But if we are able to understand it, we will be able to pass it on. We will be able to teach. We will be able to, help our youth and children to understand that this thing we see on movies and on social media today, this one, this, that is not love.
Mm-mm.
That's love. It's not love.
Yeah.
These
90% of
two
it
things
are
have
just
been exactly these two things have been interchanged and being used like it is that. No. Love goes deeper. Now I understand some say, oh, the olden days love is not, but to be honest with you, it's not about the olden days love, it is about the understanding of what love is.
because love is ageless.
Thank you.
Love is ageless. So
Thank you.
it's getting that understanding. That's what is going to solve the problem.
Yes. So Joyce says, love yourself first. In fact, love yourself more than every. Madam Teacher, I have to correct you here. Oh. God say, love yourself as you love, or love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you love yourself more, but you should love yourself. You cannot love another if you don't love yourself. You cannot give love if you yourself you don't have it for yourself. And therefore you should also not expect it. This expectation, we'll go deeper in it next. You should not expect it if you don't
The,
have it
expect-
for
the expectation
yourself.
is too high. The expectation
So
is
that
too
man that says butterfly love, yes, it's very easy to say I love you. That one, it comes
I
out.
got butterfly in my tummy.
I feel it. Ooh.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
And this one, oh yes, my dear. Next week we will go deeper into this obsession.
Yeah.
Obsession. What people see as love, but is actually an obsession. Exactly. Thank you so much for bringing this up. Yeah, the Bible says, "Love your neighbor as you love yourself." So if you don't love yourself, absolutely you can't love another. Me, myself, and I is not what was meant. It is me, the rest, together with God. Um, that's how it is. All right. So, my dear people, Deborah, you are just coming in. Good evening. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. The topic is, what is love? What is love to you? But unfortunately, our time is up. We have discussed a bit, and next week we are going to go deeper into what this love is and what it is not, like this obsession that our dear brother brought up. So that we really break some things down. Though we discovery time is not about new things, like we
Yeah.
always say. We know these things, but it's always good to still be reminding
Yeah,
ourselves.
because there are some things you know, but you don't really understand them.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
um yeah, we cannot go to the future without the past. That's just the truth.
Absolutely not. So, the only thing is that you should not let the past, paralyze you.
But there are lessons to be learned from it.
Absolutely.
There are lessons. And
Absolutely.
lessons.
Yes.
Yeah. Experience is the best teacher. Eh? There are
Yep.
lessons learned. So use those lessons for the future.
Yes.
Yeah. It's this love, eh? This love on 120. Eh? Eh, Anabaka miss you.
One thing. Yes, I can see your comment. I can see your comment, Deborah. You are welcome. God bless you. But we are going to go now. We will be back next week, unfailingly 8 p.m. Central European Time on both YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, not yet.
That Instagram, eh? I don't understand that app. I don't understand that app. Oh. Who
I
does
don't
so?
also.
How does live stream work on Instagram?
You have to set it different, and it's just a whole. I'm not so to
It's
even
also
this one I'm struggling with.
on this restream too. I see that the TikTok don't also connect.
Yes, TikTok also you need to connect separate. Yeah, it is well.
That's a lot of work. Eh? I'm to get like all these apps they are taking money from us, right?
Exactly.
That's
What can we do?
Last
It
time
is
when I
well.
calculated all the money for all the subscriptions, I was shouting. I say, "Oh my God, this can build me a house in my village. What is this?" Like, hey, like seriously, yeah. The
It
subscription
is
for
not
that,
easy.
yeah, it's too
It is
much.
not easy. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But why this resume is good that you can see comments from all your
Yes.
channels in
Yes.
one place.
Yes.
That's why, because if you're on Facebook, even though you connect to other pages, you only
You
see
have to.
comments
Yeah.
of that place you are. So that makes the streaming more better.
Easier because I see like here all the everything I'm
But you
seeing.
have become a pro on this stream. Me, I'll be going in and out, in and out, in and out. But you have really mastered it and stabilized.
Still there's still a lot to learn, but we'll move. We'll learn as we move. We learn.
And I see that the price has also gone high
Yeah.
for to get more channels.
Mm.
Man, you have mastered it. Because me, I'm always like every time I'm always quarreling with them. I say this thing, the audio was bad, the production was bad. Then when that month finish, I will log out. After 2 months again, I'll come back. Like
Oh
I'm
my goodness, you're just moving up and down
just moving up and down.
as
But
well.
every time I see your lesson, I say, this was that's really mastered. This year I want to practice.
Madam teacher says, CEO, calm down and learn. Abby?
I don't have time for that one. I don't have that time.
Oh, it is well.
Yeah.
Man, I had a good time. Thank you so much, my
Thank
dear. On such a short notice, you still made out time. See, that is love.
I got nothing
Thank
but
you.
love for you, baby.
One love, one love. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for joining in.
Yes.
And see you next week.
See you next week unfailingly, and we are going to still dig deeper and deeper into what this love is and what it is not.
Yeah, what it is not.
Right.
Very important. What it is not. What it is not. Okay.
Okay, good night. See you all.
Bye.
Bye.